problem.
So we can have it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. I have an experience of 4 years while working with United Health Group. And while working with United Health Group, I worked as a developer, tester, and system analyst on Oracle PLSQL, having a knowledge for technical basis on Oracle PLSQL under the tool of Passage.
Sorry, and what is the tool?
Passage.
Okay.
It's a healthcare basis tool.
Okay.
Which is being used for processing of claims. It's one kind of an ETL kind of a tool.
Okay. Is that a ETL tool?
Yeah, sort of ETL kind of a tool.
Can you please name it again?
Passage.
Oh.
SACES. Passage.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Okay. While working there, I got an exposure for Oracle PLSQL and as well as for EDI, electronic data transmission languages.
Okay.
And relating to the healthcare domain, there are some coding systems and mapping tools. Okay. So on mapping tools, I have worked on MapForce and IssueMap.
Okay, good.
Okay, and coming on the scripting languages, and XML, XDLC, I have covered those ones as well.
Good.
And I have done a support work as well. Like there was jobs that usually get executed, and I have worked on execution of job and rectifying the errors which are coming on your PLSQL system.
Okay.
Usually. And one of the main stroke projects on which I have worked on is Passage upgrade, in which your whole system is going to get upgraded.
Okay.
Starting from like your tool is also going to get upgraded. Your technical Oracle PLSQL database system is also going to get upgraded. Your system, Windows system, is also going to get upgraded. So, which was a really long process, and that is, I think, the main core thing in which I have learned a lot.
Okay.
Relating to configurations, and after that, while working as a developer, supporter, I got more experience, and they have even given me a chance to become a system analyst there.
Okay,
in system analyst, we used to gather up all the requirements which we are getting from the business team. Okay, and we need to get those information and put it up in the analytical skills, the analytical logic there, and represent that particular logic in our documentation form and represent it to the developer. What exactly is the need of the business right now? And accordingly, you need to maintain one kind of a manage the testing team also there. How exactly the testing is being going on with testing teams. It's basically the center kind of an approach relating to all the teams there.
Okay.
So I did that work as well.
Great. Good stuff.
Okay.
Okay, it's very good briefing from you.
Okay.
So if I ask you what is your strong area?
Okay. Strong area.
So what would be the answer from you? Yeah, technically. So you are involved more into development or testing or support activities?
All of these, because if you are a good developer, then only you can, if you have that skill of maintaining the logic with you,
Okay.
I think after that you can do it. You exactly know what exactly is the logic.
Okay.
Then you can test. You can do the testing as well, support work as well.
Okay.
And so yeah. Overall, if I say my whole technical core will be Oracle PLSQL.
Okay. Okay. So can you please explain me the SDLC process?
Sorry?
SDLC process.
It's
Methodology. SDLC. Software Development
software
Lifecycle
development
Process.
lifecycle process.
Yes.
Okay. This is a simple, like how exactly we are developing our software system. Right now, we are in the current world. There is one new technology which we are using. Okay, which is agile system. Otherwise, we have a waterfall system on which we were. If I say in a long time or maximum companies are still using this system. Okay, in which what exactly they are doing. SDLC is a complete system. Like we used to gather the information, which we say like all the requirements on the particular project from the business team, and then we are analyzing it more. What exactly is the requirement and how we can introduce that particular requirement into the system in which we are working on.
Okay.
Okay. Then on that analysis thing, we used to develop one coding system. And once the development is being done, then the testing is going to get started for that thing. Okay, so testing as well as support, and then next is the complete delivery of that.
Okay.
So this is something which we are following till now, and there is one new methodology on this, which is agile technology, in which we are doing all these works simultaneously at one point of time.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. So I have worked on agile technology as well as a product owner, because system analyst is somewhere related to
how long is it for you in agile technology?
In total, if I say, will be around 1.8.
1.8. So earlier you was involved in doing this waterfall methodology.
Yeah.
So recently 1.5 years before you moved to agile methodology. So you are still in the same company for the whole 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. What is that company name?
United Health Group.
United Health Group. Okay. Good. So how strong you are in SQL and PLSQL? If I ask you to rate yourself in SQL and PLSQL out of 10, how much would you rate? Yeah.
I'm comfortable with PLSQL.
Okay. Have you ever worked in a big data project?
No, but if I got a chance to work on it, surely I will do my best on that.
Okay, good. And so do you have any experience in data warehousing projects, working on data warehousing projects? I remember that you mentioned like you are using some ETL tool in your current project, right? So can you please explain me about how the process, what is the process, how the process go on in data warehousing projects?
Okay, I'm not aware exactly about data warehousing thing.
Okay.
But I'm aware about my tool. How exactly that transformation is taking place. Like actually in this specific tool, what is happening, like there is one, let's assume there were two databases. One is being used for refining purpose, and second one is a cold clean one. Okay. So what exactly happens in this system, like whenever the claims are coming into the system, the claims are really private-based information, secure-based information, which will going to come in the form of HIPAA. This is a standard which is
HIPAA. Do
being
you
called.
mean is that a product name? HIPAA product.
No. It's not HIPAA. HIPAA is one kind of a secure coding language. Like we have some code every time which is being approved by US healthcare government. Okay. So whatever the electronic information which is going into the system, that has to be in electronic form. There is one coding language that is being involved here. So all that information is first coming in the form of that electronic form, so that easily entered in our systems. So once they enter into our system, then the refining of those things are being done. So that refining thing is being done in one extra data thing. So once they enter, they need one kind of coding transmission changes, like whether that whatever the information is coming, this need to be mapped into some other format, which is known as UC format. Sorry, I'm explaining you
It's okay. That's what we are expecting from you to explain all these things. That EDI information is transmitting into the UC format. That is also one kind of a mapping thing. All information is being passed, and once we have that UC thing, then it goes into the system. It goes into the system. I mean to say, goes into the table. Those jobs get executed and those goes into this table, and those claims get refined, whether the member is present, whether the provider is there, whether the network in that particular network is there or not. So, and after that, once they get classified, then they are ready to move into the new system, which is a core database system. So, in the same way, the loading takes place, the education batches there, and that all those things are going to get into the core database, and after that, those claims get out from the system. I can say output of all those claims, defined claims, are coming out again in that mapping coding language, HIPAA language. So this is a short form of whole tool, I say. I have just opened your resume now. Almost 7 pages. Application developer. So you mentioned like mapping document, right? So have you ever worked on that mapping document? So could you create these mapping documents for someone?
Mapping document, I mean to say...
data mapping document. Do you guys use this data mapping document in your current project?
There are like, for every system, I think there will be some different kind of mapping. In healthcare basis, healthcare domain, this is electronic data is being passed on. So this is EDI mapping, I can say. EC map mapping, map posting is being used.
What do you mean by EDI?
Electronic data exchange.
Okay, good. So here in our current project, you may be asked to do the data mapping document, source to target data mapping document. So our project is big data project. It's a data warehousing project. Mostly we perform ETL operations here in our current project. That means extraction, transformation, and loading the data at various levels. So we have so many systems in our current project. So the client, do you know what is the client?
Shri told me about HP. HP is a client.
So we are going to work for HP. Client, they will tell you later. Sri Kiran will get back to you later on that. But you are going to work for HP only.
Okay. What
So
exactly is the profile?
the profile exactly is we are looking for a SQL developer. So you should be very strong in writing SQL scripts.
Okay.
So you will be asked to write complex SQL queries.
Okay.
So the SQL query in the sense, mostly you need to write the SQL queries in order to extract the data from source systems. Okay? So as I mentioned, extraction, transformation and loading. For extraction of data from source system, we need to write the SQL queries. We have so many source systems in our current project. Let's say Amdocs is one of the major source in our current project. So the thing is, the system, this one Amdocs is Oracle database. So you need to write the SQL script to extract the data from Oracle database. So your script will extract the data from that source system, and the extracted data will be transformed into required format by using the ETL tool in our current project. We are using Talend as ETL tool.
Okay.
So you mentioned some other segment, something you mentioned, right? In the same way, we are using Talend here. So when I say like big data environment, we use Talend for ETL operation. So using Talend, we transform the data into a required format, and then we do the loading operations. So this ETL, everything will be done by using Talend, but the database that we use in our current project, big data project, is Vertica. Do you have any experience in Vertica database?
No.
Okay, what are the database that you know?
Oracle PLSQL, Sybase.
Okay, PLSQL is a programming language, that is a procedure language.
Sorry,
Okay, Oracle is
Toad.
No, Toad is not a database. Toad is tool. It's just a tool that we use for analytical purpose. It's not a database.
Tool.
Yeah.
So
I mean, what are the different databases that you have worked so far, and what are the databases that you know?
MS SQL.
SQL. Okay.
Sybase, Oracle.
Sybase or Sysbase?
Sorry?
Sysbase or Sybase?
Sybase.
Okay, and then?
Sybase.
Okay.
D3.
Okay.
And MySQL as well.
Okay.
I have done some queries in MySQL in some places.
Okay, good. So the concept will be same. You just need to change the syntax alone when you are working on different database.
Yeah. If you know how to make query, then it's fine.
Yes.
But
So
it will give you more versatility if they're correct.
So if I can give you the requirement to work on MySQL or MS SQL or Oracle or Sybase, you can work on any platform.
Yeah. No problem with that.
Okay. So I need to tell you that we are using Vertica. Vertica is a column level database. So writing SQL scripts, there won't be any change in that. But syntax wise, there will be a big difference when you compare with Oracle database. Yeah, when you come to our source systems, we have different type of systems. Mainframe systems are there, Oracle is there, MySQL is there, MS SQL Server is there, AS400 is there, DB2 is there. We have so many systems, okay? But majorly in our big data projects, for storing the data and everything, we use Vertica database. Okay? And then Talend is the tool that we use for these ETL operations. And we also use Hive, and we do have HBase database, Hive database. For Hive database, we do use this SQL programming language, that is has same as SQL, structured query language. When we are using the SQL in Hive, we call it as SQL. Okay, we also use HBase. So HBase, Hive and Vertica, these are the three different databases that we have in our current project in a big data environment. And Talend is a ETL tool. And then we have different administrative tools, and those and all are not really required for you.
Okay.
And when you talk about source system, there are different source systems and there are so many target systems. You should not be worried about all those things. We just need to think about this Vertica, HBase and Hive. Majorly 90% of the work will be on Vertica database only. Okay.
Okay. It will be relating to structural query thing, or need to develop something, or
you just need to know the SQL. You should be very strong in SQL, I can say that.
Okay. Okay.
You should be very strong in writing SQL script.
Okay.
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 I'm not going to ask you the basic things in SQL because you have 4 years experience with candidate. If I ask you the small things, it don't make sense. So I just wanted to ask you few questions in SQL and few questions in PLSQL and few questions related to ETL tool and very few questions related to reports.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you the workflow, how it happens in our current project. So initially we get the requirements from clients, okay? So based on the requirement, we do create a data mapping document. That one we call it as requirement document.
Yeah.
So for you, that means for SQL developer, data mapping document is a requirement document.
Yeah. Okay.
So you need to look into the data mapping document before developing a SQL script.
Okay.
So in data mapping document, you have the source columns and target columns. That means, if the source, let's say Oracle database, you will have all the database table names, column names, and everything in that data mapping document. And also at the same time, you will have the corresponding, target fields for the same database columns in the data mapping document. And also the transformation logic that we need to perform using Talend ETL tool or whatever the logic that you are going to write in your SQL script, everything will be given into that data mapping document.
Okay.
So that is the requirement document for you. So sometimes you may be asked to create that data mapping document by yourself.
Okay.
Okay. We have candidates for creating the data mapping document, but sometimes you just need to know about that one as well. You may be asked to write that data mapping document, okay? And most of the times we give you the document directly to proceed in writing the SQL scripts and all. But sometimes you may need to write that document, okay? And then the major thing that is SQL coding. So you need to write the SQL script. And then after writing the SQL script, we have two portions in our current project. One is report interface files and the other one is reports using ClickView. So we are hiring you for this ClickView reports.
Okay.
Okay, when I say like ClickView reports, whatever the code that you are going to write based on the data mapping document, that code will be integrated into this ClickView. Okay. So by using your SQL script, the ClickView will generate the reports.
Okay, it's like extracting it from database to putting up in report Excel or whatever PDF form.
Correct. It will be like a PDF format. There are different formats. Mostly it will be in PDF format. Yes.
Okay.
So
and this thing is being done through
ClickView is a tool that we use for reports.
Okay.
So have you ever heard about this tool?
I was working on Oracle
Hyperion. Okay. Then it will be somehow easy for you.
Okay.
Tableau, we have different tools in the market, but currently we are using this ClickView. See, let me tell you one thing. This is a data migration project.
Okay.
So when I say like data migration project, there is a legacy system. You just need to migrate all those information into latest system. Okay?
Right.
So our old system is, the legacy system here in our current project is SAS. SAS. Okay? So this is a legacy system. The reports and data, everything is available in the SAS. Okay?
Okay.
For SAS, they use PLSQL in order to write the queries. So in Oracle we say structural query language, right? In SAS they say it as PLSQL.
Okay.
So it is also same like SQL, but when you compare to the normal SQL queries that we write in MySQL, MS SQL Server, Oracle, compared to all these SQL scripts, this is far different, not even similar. I can say few things will be similar, but not almost all the things will be similar. Okay? So here the thing is, since I mentioned like this SAS is the legacy system, we have SAS scripts already written by SAS developers. Okay? And also we have reports that are already generated by using SAS tools. Okay? So that means the script development is done using PLSQL and reports are done using SAS. So everything is in SAS, inside SAS system. Okay? So whatever is there in this SAS, due to some cost optimization, we are moving everything into ClickView. Okay? And also the PLSQL script is there, right? That needs to be converted into Vertica SQL. You understand that? That is the old system, and the Vertica and ClickView are the new systems. So you will have .SAS files. Those are existing SAS files. Okay, inside the .SAS files, you will have the PLSQL code. So whoever is going to create this requirement document, that is data mapping document, they need to look into the SAS SQL code in order to understand how the code is written there. Okay, by seeing that SAS SQL code, you need to write the data mapping document, and then the data mapping document will be passed to SQL developer to write the code in Vertica SQL format. Yep. So that is how we migrate it. Programming PLSQL to Vertica SQL, SAS PLSQL to Vertica structural query language. That is how you need to convert. But you will not be asked to directly look into the SAS SQL file and write the SQL for Vertica. There will be a requirement document. That is data mapping document. Okay? So based on that only you need to write the SQL, Vertica SQL. And then this is the initial stage, data mapping document. Writing the data mapping document based on the SAS code is initial step. And after that, writing the Vertica SQL script based on the data mapping document is the second stage. And after this one, importing all this SQL script in ClickView is the third step. Once you import everything into ClickView, you just need to run the ClickView jobs. So there, the ClickView tool will automatically generate the reports using your script. That means whatever you write in the script, that everything will be displayed in the form of PDF or Excel, or it will be displayed in any front-end form. Front-end application form. Just a second. And then that is what the flow is. Okay. So here you need to aware of ClickView, that means reporting tool. And majorly, as I mentioned, SQL development. This is the overall picture, but I can assure you that once you are placed into this project, you will learn n number of things. So I just wanted to say that there is a lot of scope to learn new things in our project. Since you haven't worked on this, the big data project, if you come into this project, you can learn all these things. You can learn Hive, you can learn Vertica, you can learn HBase, you can learn Talend, you can learn ClickView. There are many more are there. Okay. Whatever is required for you, those are the things I have been mentioning here. Okay. It's a really good project, and the people that we have in this site are so really friendly people,
Mm-hmm.
You will also have work-life balance. Everything is just awesome.
Okay.
I just love to work here. That's why I'm telling you all the positive things. Okay?
Okay. You are working from HCM or
those things we can discuss later.
Okay.
Let me go into the technical things now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Please rate yourself out of 10 in SQL.
in PLSQL,
Structured query language. Only SQL. I'm not talking about PLSQL. Just SQL.
Okay. SQL 10. Just SQL 10. I have already done the
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Are you sure? My questions will be depending upon your rating only. So that's why I'm asking you. If you say 5, I will ask you the question related to that level, 50% level. If you say 10, the questions will be in high level.
Okay.
The difficulty depends upon the rate that you give yourself.
Okay. 9.
Okay, sounds good. Still you're confident.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please tell me what are the different type of joins?
Join, left join,
Okay.
right join,
Okay.
equi join, cross join.
Okay. Are there any other joins?
I'm aware about these all.
Okay. So currently we are using Oracle database, right?
Normal join.
Okay. Okay. In Oracle database, do we have equi join there?
Yeah, we have it. We were not using it in our scripting, if I say usually. But I did my Oracle SQL expert certification. In that I learned about
what certification you have done?
Oracle SQL expert.
Is that the internal certification or external Oracle certification?
No, it's a Oracle certification.
Is that 11G first version? OCA, OCP, are you talking about those certifications?
Right, it's a 11G certification.
So that means you did OCP first level certification?
Right, even the first level and second level. For second level I did it for administrator.
Okay, Oracle certified professional is done and also Oracle OCA is also done. Oracle certified
OCE is expert level. The first level is Oracle certified expert.
Yeah, there are 3 I believe. OCA, OCE, OCP. OCP is the first one, OCA is the second one, OCE is the third one I guess.
In first one I would I did it in my first year of experience.
Okay.
And that one is for expert level. Second one is for professional level. Second one is for professional level, in which there are 2 ways of going through. Like if you are wanted to know about administration things, you can go to Associate Oracle Administrator.
Yes.
Okay, and our next one, second line is PLSQL expert, professional something.
Correct. Professional, yes. So you did the certification without your own interest or anyone forced you to do the certification in your current company?
Yeah, they always promote us to do the certification thing, but in my first year I did it for myself only.
Okay.
I got in keen interest in Oracle. At that time it was like a boom.
Okay, yes.
So I did that certification.
Okay.
2014.
Okay. That will be, added as an advantage for you.
Yeah.
Certifications always matters a lot. Okay, coming to joins. Can you please explain me a bit more about equi join?
Okay, equi join is one kind of a normal join only. It's a left based like if I say I have 2 tables with me. Okay, like we do the join thing, we join 2 tables. Okay, in the same way, in equi join it works like a normal join only. when we are joining two tables on the basis of some common primary column. And it works in the same way. That's why we don't use it in our scripting thing. We usually go for the join, or if the both tables are not equal, we go with the left join or the right join. If we wanted to print all the rows of the left one, then we go with the left join. Okay, whether they are present in the right table or not. And if all we wanted to print all the columns from the right table, then we are going to use the right join. And the cross join is the one which do the intersections, like for each of the rows, it will go with every column. It will go with every column, which we rarely use. I don't think I have ever used in my whole year.
Okay. So let's say, for example, left join. If I am using left join on two tables, when the condition is met, what will be the result in right table?
Sorry? If in left join, if the condition is null.
No. So as per you, when you use left outer join, you get all the records from left table. Okay, fine, that is correct. And what about the right table?
Same goes with the right one.
No. I'm talking about only left join. In left join, I'm talking about the result. So when you use left join, you will get the result, right? In that result, you will get all the records from left table.
Right.
What about the right table?
What about the right table?
Yeah. What are the records that you get from right table?
If there is not any matching thing between the two, then it will not going to print up from the right one.
You mean? What will be the data? Let's say the condition is not met. I mean, you have issued all records for left table, and what will be the corresponding data for right table?
Sorry, I'm not able to give you. But let me give the one example from my point of view. Let's assume there is one employee table. In which we have employee ID, department ID, and whatever name was first column. In the other table, there is department table.
I can ask you quickly one thing. So when you have common rows, you get all the records from left table, right? And also the common records for right table.
Right.
What about the uncommon records?
Those which are present on the left table are going to get printed with some of them. Some are also going to get printed.
Okay. Now, will you get the null values for those unmatched columns, or you will get the blank values, or will there be any other values?
For the left one, you can get the null values. I think in the left one we can get it, but for the right one, there will be not any. If it is not matching on the basis of join, then you are not going to get it.
That one is for left join or right join?
Left join.
I think you did not get my question. Okay, so you are using left outer join, okay?
Yeah.
So when you use left outer join, you get all the records from left table and the matching records from right table, okay?
Right.
So in the same way for right outer join, you get all the records from right table and the common records from right table.
Right.
Okay. What is the difference between inner join and outer join?
Inner join and outer join.
Yes.
Inner join and outer join.
What are the different types of outer join?
Okay, outer join, when we are going to get the rows of all both which are the left once also in the complete way. And inner join, we are going to get on the basis of the condition which we are provided in the column.
Okay. So for inner join, the condition should be met. But for outer join, it is not mandatory. That is what you are trying to say there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Then what is self-join?
Self-join, yeah. Okay. In this, again, one more example. Let's assume there is one table for employee. Okay. And in employee, I wanted to get those employees whose manager is 109, let's assume. Okay. And then we are going to join, we are going to make one join. On the table itself is the name of that particular employee. From condition, I will be using employee E joins employee N. Yeah, I'm using the alias name as E and M. Okay. And on the basis of on the basis of employee ID should be matching with the manager ID.
Okay, fine. So what are the different analytical functions in Oracle?
Analytical function as it?
Analytical functions. What are the analytical functions that you have in Oracle?
You mean to say all the functions?
Only the functions that are used for analytics.
Analyzing things, we always use you mean to say the functions which are being used within the Oracle?
Yes, for analytics purpose now.
Okay, like sum, average.
Yep. Okay.
Sum, average, finding out the string length, and the substring.
No. What are the aggregate functions?
Yeah.
Aggregate functions. You are combining everything together. There are some aggregate functions and there are some analytical functions, right?
Okay.
We are also combining the character level functions into these aggregate functions. So in aggregate functions, you only get sum, average, minimum, maximum, count.
Right. Okay.
So what are the functions that you use for group by class? All those is called as aggregate functions.
Okay.
Okay. While writing the SQL script, sometimes you use group by, sometimes you use having, sometimes you use where class. There are many like this, right? So I will tell you 4 things. Can you please frame it in an order?
Okay.
From, okay. We have from, we have having, we have where, we have group by, we have like, okay?
In 1 minute.
Can you please tell all these things in order while writing the SQL query?
Can you please repeat? You have
Sure. Let's say for example, from is there, having is there, and then like is there, where is there, and also group by is there.
Where? Group by. Okay.
Yep. Let's say you need to extract all the columns from employee table. You have employee table and you need to use all these things. How will you frame the query?
Okay. It's simple. First I select, then from, then where, whatever the condition you are putting up in front of the where, it will come with like, and group by, and after that there will be having.
Okay. After group by we will have having. After where class we will have group by. Where you use like between where and group by or at last after having?
Sorry. You are saying where to use where condition?
No. Where do you exactly use like?
Like will thing.
After where class or after having class?
Where?
Are you sure about it?
Mm. Yeah, we can use it mirror and having also.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. What are the different what are the differences between SQL and PLSQL?
It's programming languages. Whenever the programming language is being involved, SQL is just a structured query language. Okay. And wherever the programming languages, like we are using the while statements, one kind of a programming conditions are being involved in it. We are writing in the form of a complete script form. So it's come under PLSQL, and SQL is a query, structured query language, the queries which we are writing up.
Okay. So, what are the differences between procedure and function?
Procedure is
Tell me any 5 differences between procedure and function. It would be great if you can at least tell me 4.
Okay. Function returns the value.
What value?
Returns the value.
Okay, yes. Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Functions returns the value, and in all the procedure we can be used as a scripting thing. Okay. And function can be called again and again for performing a particular logic or particular analysis within anywhere inside the procedure. Okay.
So you mean to say we can call function inside procedure, but procedure cannot be called inside function.
Yeah, procedure.
Is that what you are trying to say?
I mean to say it's one kind of a logic which can be written in the small functional format, which can be called anywhere. It's not necessary that it can be called at one particular place. Okay. We can use it anywhere. Like if I have some logic built in, then I can use that logic inside my scripting programming language anywhere whenever it's required. So it can be used in this way.
Okay, can we call procedure from SQL statement?
Sorry, we can be called?
Can we call procedure from select statement?
No, I haven't done.
Okay, what about function? Can we call functions from select statement?
No.
Okay, if you don't know or no?
No.
The answer is yes. We can call function, but we cannot call procedure.
Procedures.
Yes.
Okay.
And any other differences?
Any other differences?
So you said that function will always return value using return.
Yeah.
Return keyword. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
What about procedure?
Sorry?
What about procedure? What about procedure?
Procedure should have a proper closure. That's
no,
it.
will it always return the value or may not return a value?
No. It is used as a scripting thing, like the procedure. Begin.
Yeah, it's must and should in procedure or may not be.
No, not return value till the time you
it's not
are
mandatory to return in procedure.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Any other differences? Okay, I have one small question for you here. Can we use return in procedure, inside procedure? Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't tried.
You haven't tried. Any guess?
Even if you return or
We use the return in function, but what about procedure? Can we use or cannot? Are you browsing this?
No.
It seems you are taking so much time to answer technical questions. And you haven't taken this much time for answering basic level things like overall SDLC process and project level discussion.
Yeah, it's fine.
You were responding very quickly. Now it's taking time. That's the reason I asked you. Don't mind. Please don't mind.
Okay, no problem. Yes, it's not necessary. I haven't tried this thing, but I did it with the function is maybe it's not returning.
Okay. Returning is not mandatory to use in procedure, but it's not like you should not use in procedure. You can use it, but when the execution statement comes to that return statement, it will automatically, call back to the calling environment. That means it will directly return to the calling environment. It will not go to the next stage.
Okay.
So that will be terminated to calling environment automatically.
Okay.
But how you return the values in procedure? What do you use?
Return.
This is a good question. If you answer this question,
if returning from any of the functions, if there is not any value, you can return 0. And if you are returning some output value, you are giving some output, you should return that particular variable in which you are putting up that
what are the parameters that we use in procedure? How do you return the value in procedure? What do you use? Which parameter? That is what I want here. By using out only you return the parameter.
Right.
By using the out parameter only you return the value in procedure.
Right. In and out.
Okay, good. Okay, do you have any experience in shell scripting?
Shell scripting,
okay, any basic level Linux commands, do you know? Any Unix commands, basic Unix commands?
While execution of jobs.
Okay. As both PLSQL developer, you must be knowing few basic Unix commands, right?
Yeah, we just used to change up some directory while execution of job and this batch interface framework.
Do you use Putty in your current project?
Yeah.
If you are using Putty, then you might be knowing basic level commands, right? Can you please tell me any 5 basic commands or whatever the commands you know? Please tell me any 5, whatever you know.
CD.
Okay. CD for change directory. Okay, for changing the directory. Okay.
Okay, and dot slash.
Okay, why do you use that?
For making it one level back, starting.
For that you can give double dot, right? CD double dot if you give, it will take you one level back, right?
Right. Double dot back.
Then?
Okay, and CD double level back. And
any 5, whatever you know, any 5. How do you create a directory in Linux?
LIS directory.
Sorry, you were telling something. Go back to that. What is that? L?
It's in
brackets.
LS is
L?
list directory is something relating to
what is the command? You just tell me the command.
LS.
L? Yes.
LS.
Okay. Why do we use LS? LS minus LTR. That we are trying to I think LS minus LT are the way you're trying to say. To list out all the files.
It will list the directory.
Oh my god, sorry. Sorry for the difficulty. Okay, you're feeling so difficult to answer this question. Okay, fine. PWD is okay, fine. So, what exactly that will be, PWD?
PWD, print working, it's a print working directory.
Good. Okay. Then, any other one? If you don't remember, just leave it. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I did it.
It's okay, no problem. We will not use that much in our current project, but being a PLSQL developer, you must know the basic command. Because sometimes we call the jobs from putty, sometimes you need to place the files over server, that time you need to use putty only.
You're right. We did all the work using the putty. We just used to change up the directory name.
Okay, do you use any file transfer software in your current project? When you use file transfer from one server to another server or local to server to local.
Right. File transfer, yes, it's being used.
Which software you use in your current project? TFTP, FTP, SFTP software is there.
Okay, SFTP, file transfer.
Okay, when you use SFTP, then these commands and all you cannot answer, I guess.
Okay,
these things and all manual. Okay. Okay, still good enough. Okay, the last one is ETL tool.
Okay.
Currently we are using Talend. You mentioned some tool that you are using in your current project. So why do we use this ETL tool? I mean, what is the main purpose? Is this used for data integration or for managing the data or for integrating the data, for profiling the data? For what purpose we use ETL?
For transforming and loading up of data.
That means integration. Okay. So, have you ever created any ETL jobs using ETL tool?
Yeah, we have a set of jobs.
Okay.
In which, first of all, the transmission is being done, mapping is being done.
Okay.
While loading up of data. And then I have worked on ECMap tool, which whatever the mapping which is coming out, we use it will be in one particular format. Okay. So that data needs to be compared with whatever data which is present in my database. So we have built up that logic in that particular tool. That is mainly the SQL query. Okay.
Yes.
So that data is being compared with the table which are present in the database.
So your current project is data migration project or
data upgrade? Data upgrade.
Upgrades. Okay. So do you use any Oracle forms and reports over there?
Right. Yeah.
Forms and reports. Hyperion. Okay. Which version you are currently using in your current project? Oracle 11G or 12C?
We did a migration from 10G to 12C.
10G to 12C or 11G to 12C?
No, means first we did it for 11G, then we did it for 12C.
Okay. So currently you are using 12C?
Yeah, I can't say clearly, but because...
So if I ask you to tell me any 2-3 features of 12C, you can answer.
In India, I did it.
Okay.
Right now...
I know there are many new features in 12C, virtual columns, virtual tables, data encryption, many features are there in 12C. Okay, good, you are working with the latest version. What else is there? Okay. I just want to make sure that you are clear with few things. This is the first level round. There will be another round if I pass the good feedback to the panel, to my team manager and everyone. If they feel the feedback is good, they will proceed for second round. Okay. So I wanted to tell you a few things here. This is a big data project, data warehousing project, and your role will be SQL developer, and you will be working on reports project. And then I request you to please be prepared all SQL concepts. Because you are the one who is going to write the SQL scripts. We have vendor, sometimes they may write the SQL script, but when they are writing, you need to review the script. Okay? Sometimes you need to test that things, whether it is, functioning properly or not. Yep. So you are a good reviewer or you are a good developer?
I can say both right now because
if let's say I have two roles, SQL developer and SQL reviewer, which one you prefer to go for?
Which one I prefer to go for? Okay, if I say you for the developer one. Hello?
Yep, I'm hearing you.
For developer, whenever the developer's code, it's difficult for him to take it on a first time whether my code is that much good. Okay, if there is always a second level of thing, there is one other point of view to that particular thing. Okay. So both are two different, but it's something relating to your success very only. So
these are all okay. I mean, which role is suitable for you? What do you think about it? Do you think developer role is fit for you or tester, not tester, reviewer is suitable for you? Which one?
I'm suitable in both. Because
good. That's good. It should be like that.
Because my years of experience got changed with my profile. If I tell you. So maybe I was working as a software engineer, but I got an exposure for a tester one also. Then system analyst. As a system analyst also. System analyst is more like a testing thing only. But I have an exposure of every business, developer, tester.
Good. Okay. See, in the next level interview, mostly they will ask you SQL questions. So they will almost cover all the concepts of SQL. So you need to be prepared for that, and you need to be, thoroughly go through all these tutorials or whatever the things that you have done so far in your real-time projects. You need to be, very careful of all these things while answering in second level. Because first level, I can pass if I am satisfied. So if they want you to take to a second round and if they want to select, then you need to answer very well in second level. Okay? So I am telling you once again that SQL. They will ask you only SQL. See, the reason why we are looking for a PLSQL candidate is that if the candidate is good in writing procedure functions and all this PLSQL stuff, then we believe that he will be capable and he will be, good enough to write SQL script. So that is the only reason. If you are a PLSQL developer, you still able to write the SQL queries, but SQL developer cannot write these procedure functions and everything. So that is the only reason we are looking for PLSQL developer. At the same time, we need a candidate who is, having a very good knowledge in SDLC process.